the things I love about high-speed blenders is that you can throw a piping hot soup together from raw, fresh ingredients. I'm gonna make a really classic carrot ginger soup that's gonna taste like it's been sitting on the stove and simmering for over 30 minutes. One thing I love about this new KitchenAid professional grade blender is that the thermal control jar works with the soup setting to heat soup in less than 5 minutes. So I'm gonna start with about 3 cups of vegetable broth. You can use, chicken broth if you like. I'm gonna pop in some pretty big chunks of raw carrot here. Because this is the most powerful blender, it's just gonna pulverize these things in seconds. So I've got about 4 cups. I'm gonna sweeten the carrot with a half a green apple. It just brings out the natural flavor. When you're making your soups at home in the blender like this, you don't want to put too much onion. You want that beautiful middle note, but if you put a ton of onion, it's just going to be a little too pungent. So I've got probably about a tablespoon of shallot. I'm going to add a bit of ginger, so just a couple of pieces. It's probably about a teaspoon. 1 clove of garlic. You could add 2 if you like. I love cilantro in soups like this. Just a 1/4 of a cup is the perfect amount just to infuse a little bit of flavor. Then I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon of salt. Now everybody's salt preference is different, so you can add more to taste depending on your taste preference, your dietary preferences and so forth. I always add a little bit more at the end. A pinch of turmeric's just gonna really warm it up. And a little pinch of cayenne pepper is going to add a fabulous backhand kick. And I always cream my raw soups with a little bit of avocado. I'm going to add a half an avocado, but everybody likes their soup differently. This is going to yield a really light, refreshing soup. If you wanted a thicker, heartier soup, you could add in a whole avocado. It's not going to change the flavor at all. Now I'm going to stick it on the soup setting. I'm literally going to let the blender do all the work for me. And because the base is so sturdy and the lid is on very securely, it's incredibly stable. So I don't have to worry about it rocking, as it's blending away. Now another fantastic feature of this blender is you'll notice that the soup cycle reduces the speed. It reduces the foam and the froth in your soup. So it's just gently stirring the ingredients, settling everything before I serve it. Oh, check out that steam, but the container is still cool to the touch. Beautiful, rich, smooth, delicious soup. One thing I love to do is put the container with the lid firmly in place back on the base, and because the container is insulated, it's going to keep that soup piping hot while I'm prepping the other ingredients for my meal. I'm going to add a little pinch of salt, and I always love to add just a splash of lemon juice to lift and brighten the flavors. I want to see what kind of soups you're making, so tag me using the hashtag #TheBlendedLife, and you can find more easy, delicious recipes like this at blendwithkitchenaid.com.